just imagine that you died and then came back. And you were one of the only people that the medical team recognised as a person who has died and come back. That is who's going to be coming up right now. Her name is beautiful Donna Young, and she's going to give us her powerful, heartfelt story. So can you please give the last warm welcome of the day to our beautiful and unique Donna Young.
Okay, where's all the crowd? What's going on? So welcome. So what I'm going to talk about today is my journey. And it all started from the age of 4. That's when I started seeing spirit. So the first person I seen was my guide. And then I also seen my grandmother not long after that, kind of around the same time, because she was very much in the grey area. And I'll talk about the grey area later, but that's that in-between place. And I do readings all around the world, and a lot of people will come in with my readings from that grey area. And around the age of 16, I spent a lot of time in the grey area when I was diagnosed with last stages of cancer. And after my second chemo, I actually had a cerebral thrombosis in the main artery in my brain, which ended up being the size of a grown man's thumb. So when I went in for the angiogram, it looked like I had a pen lid in my brain. Anyway, they sent in all the priests. They sent in a priest to say goodbye. They sent in all my family to say goodbye. And they pretty much told me that I would pass away through the night, and I wouldn't, I'd just fall asleep, or I'd have a stroke, or I'd go into a coma and I'd just pass away from there. Anyway, I'm still here. My dad calls me a cat because I just keep living. I've had a fair few near-death experiences, and I've spent much time in the grey area. And the thing is, I've learned so much from these experiences, and I wouldn't take any part of it back. And the thing is, I'm going to talk about the grey area, and that's that in-between place. So when I was in that in-between place, I was going into rooms and I was going into different areas of the hospital, and I would actually start from looking down on myself in the corner of the room, and the next thing I'd be off. And from seeing my guide walk through the wall when I was 4 years old, I really wished I could do that. And I even tried it the next day, but it didn't work out very well. But then at 16 in the grey area, I could actually walk through walls. I could see what everyone was talking about. And when I came back, I had all these stories. I seen the argument between my mum and my dad. And I explained it word by word, and everyone's saying, there's no way that you can know that because you were actually in an induced coma at that time. And then there was another situation where my sister collapsed. And when she was told that I was going to pass away, she collapsed on the ground, and I was in the room and I could see her collapse, and the doctors were trying to give her Coke. And I'm going, no, she doesn't even like Coke. You can't do that. You can't give her that. And I come back and I was telling her about that story, and she goes, there's no way you can know that because you look like Uncle Fester. You had a big swollen head and big black eyes, and you couldn't even open your eyes at the time with a blood clot, and you're in a coma. And you know this? What? But I was always a strange child, and I was always talking to people that weren't there. And it was pretty much my whole life I've always been strange, and these days people pay me for my strangeness. Which is a bit cool. But how I work is I communicate directly with spirits. So they'll come to me and they'll come... and when I was a child, I couldn't tell the difference between the living and the dead. They would come through, so it was quite a confusing childhood. And it's just been ongoing my whole life and my whole journey. I've had cancer 3 times and major cancers. And I'm still here. Like my dad says, I'm a cat. But what I believe is what we learn through our life makes us a better person, makes us understand other people, have that empathy and understanding for different situations. And that's what's so important about everything that we go through, being able to put that into a positive direction to be able to help others and help humanity. Like being invited to I was the first ever medium to be invited to the doctors' conference. I can't remember, medical conference. It's a world medical conference where doctors and scientists come from all over the world to find out about different. It's almost like an expo, but to do with scientists and doctors. And I thought, what a privilege! Like, I felt so blessed to be able to do such a thing. And I still remember standing there thinking, oh my God, I remember Mum trying to medicate me because of my craziness. And now I'm with all these doctors and and scientists who want to probe me and find out all the information. And I remember standing there and I was in this hall with all the technical people. And here I am in the corner and I'm thinking, how am I going to do this? Next thing, people were coming up in groups of 8 and I was just giving cards and I was reading and I was talking about their loved ones on the other side. And I'd had like about 3 or 4 groups, and next thing someone comes up to me and says to me, wow, what, aren't you busy? And I said, yeah, I have been busy. And she goes, you haven't seen the line, have you? She goes, look at the line. And the whole hall, it was like a massive arena. This hall, it was probably 5 or 6 times larger than this. And I look and there's this line and there's no one else around, but this line went all the way through the hall and out, and it was out the back door waiting for me to read. So I don't know how many people I read, but I had to actually sit in the car afterwards and gather myself before I drove home. But it was just amazing, and there were so many skeptics, and everyone come up to me and said, oh my God, you've changed everything. And it's really funny because sometimes I'll have people come to me and they still talk about that conference, and doctors saying, I've changed my whole way I look at things and look at death after speaking to you that day. And that makes me a little bit heartfelt and emotional to actually have that privilege to be able to assist doctors and scientists on how they see and how they operate even, and that there is hope after this lifetime. And when I actually was 16 and when I went over the other side, I was greeted by my guide, my angel, and 2 of my past lives, and they were all there, and they told me I had to go back, and they healed me, and they took me into a castle that was shimmering gold, and I went into this castle, and they healed the blood clot. They healed me, and I actually came to, and then the rest of my life, doctors have always said to me, I don't understand how you survived. And there wasn't even any scar tissue. They can't understand what happened to the blood clot. It just disappeared. And there wasn't even scar tissue on the actual vein that the thrombosis was in. So there is so many miracles in the world that we can't explain, and sometimes we don't need an explanation. We just need to trust and know that they're there, know that you can always ask for them, and just know that they are always there supporting us and looking after us. So thank you for listening to me. I'm going to do a few readings now. So who would like a reading? Okay. Let's see. I've got to kind of put on the scope. All these lights are very bright. Okay, I'm going to come to the fellow up here. How are you? Now, I had a man in uniform around you, if that makes sense. And he's actually from your country. He's talking about he's a father, if that makes sense. He's saying that he's your father. Okay, and he's connected to... No, he's saying that he's connected to your father and he wears a uniform and he's from your country. Does that make sense? Does someone have a great... Yeah, that's right. And he's talking about he's connected to your father. And does someone have a microphone for this man, just so I can hear what you're saying? Yep, thank you. Yeah, so I'll just keep going with what he's talking about. And do you help people? He's talking about where you help young men, if that makes sense. And he says you do such good work, and you don't even realise the influence that you have on these young men. Does that make sense?
It does. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
That woke me up.
I got you.
Yeah, as a great grandfather, he was a policeman.
Yeah, he's in a policeman's uniform, and he was in your country.
Yeah, Trinidad.
Where you come from, yeah, that's right. And he was a hard man, but a fair man.
Yeah, I only saw one picture of him, which was taken in 1928.
Yeah, and it's an old uniform, and he comes through in that photo, like how he looks in that photo, because he knows that's all that you have of him.
Yeah.
And he's around you, and he's just talking about the work that you do with the children.
Yes.
Okay, with the young people, and you're very patient and very tolerant, and you don't even realise the impact that you make on these children.
That's true.
Yeah, okay, and he's talking about, is Dad still here? He's talking about your father.
No, he passed. We were just talking about him today.
Yeah, because I've actually just had him come through. He was talking about your father. And he's talking about where there was a lot of health issues with him.
Yeah, towards the end.
Yeah, and he's talking about he was ready to go.
Yeah.
Because he didn't like to not be able to do what he needs to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's talking about he's at peace, he's okay. You see spirit, you feel spirit around you all the time.
Ever.
Yeah, and you know that, and your father says that you know when he's there. Yeah.
Yeah, he came through that. Yeah, I had before you said what you said, I felt that he was around today.
Yeah, that's right. And your grandfather is as well. So when I was standing down there, I just seen a man there in uniform, and I seen someone who was sitting with you get up and go, and I'm like, oh no, he's not going to go, is he?
She's gone for a reading.
And he said, no, he's staying. I went, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. So and we can use spirit in every. Thank you. We can use spirit in every part of our life. And a lot of us actually channel without even knowing that we do it. And I want you to take notice of certain parts of your life that you just know, or certain parts of your life that you do without even knowing how you've learnt it. And this sometimes is from a past life, or you're actually channeling a loved one or someone who is showing you the ropes. One of my main people who have been with me always is my grandfather from my dad's side of the family. Like yourself, I never met him, but he was with me the most over the last so many years because I was driving trucks in the tunnels under Sydney. And he actually used to drive trucks in the tunnels as well. And he was always with me when I'd look in the passenger seat. He'd sit there and he'd be sitting next to me. And he pretty much taught me how to drive a truck. He used to tell me, because I'd go a bull at a gate and he'd go, "Stop, slow down, it's wet clay, slow down. Next thing I'd go into the wall." And he's like, "I told you." But they're there all the time. All the boys used to break down in the trucks underground, and my pop was actually a mechanic. So when the trucks would break down, I'd get out and all the boys would know, "Call Donna on the two-way, she'll come and fix it." So I'd get out and I'd fix the truck and I'd get all the boys going again. And I'm not a mechanic by any means, but my grandfather would come in and tell me what was wrong with the truck and how to fix it. So we are able to use that at any time. We just need to be open to it and ask the question and listen. That's the most important thing, is listening. And the most important thing with being a medium as well is asking questions. A lot of us forget to ask questions. I've been seeing spirit most of my life, so it comes very easy for me, where it's almost like having a conversation between me and you. And that's the same as with spirit. I'll talk to them, they will give me answers. It's almost, and I found great peace a lot of the time with spirit more than with the living. So it's a lot safer with them. There's nothing scary on the other side, nothing at all. The only thing that's scary is humans more than anything. So, but the other side will always look after you and always be there for you. So, okay, who else would like a reading? All right, I'm going to come over this side. How are you? How are you going? I actually get a lady who comes through who looks very much like you. Okay, and this lady comes through, and do you have a sister on the other side? Because she's talking about a sister.
No.
Because this lady is your mother.
Yes.
And she's talking about a sister.
Her sister.
So, yeah, because she's there as well, if that makes
wonderful.
sense. And they both look the same. They're very similar, and it's like they're dancing and having heaps of fun, and they want you to know that they're okay. And they're talking. Did her sister pass before her?
No.
Okay, because she's talking about she's talking about coming and getting she's talking about coming and getting the sister, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, coming and getting the sister, and she's talking about when she passed and where the sister was seeing her. And was the sister at a distance where you hadn't seen her or didn't see her?
No, the sister didn't see my mum for a very long time.
Yeah, because she's talking about the distance and not getting to see each other.
Yeah.
And she's talking about very excited to have her with her now because she missed that. And there was a lot of conflict as well. Does that make sense? Where she's talking about not between them, but between other parts of the family that caused issues, if that makes sense. And
yeah, I'm not sure about that.
yeah, and she's talking about where she really missed this sister. Okay. They're talking about, are there changes to do with the house with you? They're talking about moving and big changes to do with premises. and a house, and they're showing me a lot of work that needs to be done to a house,
Okay.
and then working on selling it and downsizing. Does that make sense?
It's been a conversation, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm actually seeing that coming into play over the next 2 years. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done to this house first.
Right.
Okay, but you will end up, it's almost like there's a bit of conflict about where you're moving to as well, and where you want to live and where you want to retire, and they're saying, don't worry, love, you'll win the argument.
Okay, yep.
Don't know how you'll do that, but you will. I think you'll end up talking him into it. Does that make sense? Yeah. So have fun with that, and I just feel like it's near the water as well.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, all right.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to come to, sorry. Actually, before you go, I'm just going to come to this lady here. Oh, okay. How are you?
Good.
I have a husband around you that holds flowers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And has roses for you.
Okay.
And he's talking about him being so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
So proud of you because you've achieved a whole heap.
Yeah.
And you don't even have any idea how much you've made him proud with what you've achieved with the business. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's talking about a son as well.
Yeah.
And he's talking about this son. Is he studying business?
No.
So I'm seeing him having his own business.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I'm seeing him having his own business and doing some study around business.
Yeah.
Him being very successful. He's going to have a fair few businesses.
Okay.
You're going to have a little bit of an entrepreneur there.
Okay.
Okay. And and your husband says he gets it from me. But I actually think he gets it from you.
Okay.
He says, don't you say that. But he's a character. Okay, but he's got flowers for you because it's an anniversary or a birthday at the moment, but he wants you to have that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I thought I'll go there before. Yeah. So you didn't have to run so far. Okay. Yeah, just over this side over here.
Just pop your hand up so I can see where you are.
Just the lady in the black. Yeah, the black jacket. How are you? Sorry, I'll come to you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Now, actually, the whole time I've had an angel behind you.
Oh.
Okay, an angel that stands there behind you. And they're talking about where you feel the vibration, you feel people's energy, you're very much an empath. And they're talking about needing to be careful about how much you've got to set firm boundaries in place with people because it's like people take all your energy. Because you're so giving, you just give all the time, but people take everything from you. Does that make sense?
A lot of sense.
Yeah, and you can help people, but we need to protect ourselves as well and make sure that we're not giving everything. Because you give everything, you don't know where that line is. So you've got to start drawing that line in the sand, and this angel will help you with that. I see you as a healer as well, and your hands are lighting up to me.
Yeah.
Okay, and you actually channel like you're a channeler, you're a trance medium. So you see spirit, you feel spirit, and I'm seeing you going more into healing, but you also receive messages. Don't hold back on the information that you receive, because then you're not serving spirit like you should. Does that make sense? It doesn't matter how crazy things are or what you're showing or what you're given, just give the information. And working with spirit, because sometimes you work you pick up on people's energy, so you work psychically as well, and they're saying trust spirit more because spirit will always keep you safe. Okay?
Love
All right?
that. Thank you.
Okay? But just give the information that you get.
I can't if I don't have any energy left. So I need to reserve the energy so I can actually share.
Yeah, that's right. And you need to learn how to filter it in the right way. So when I do readings all day, I end up being wired by the end of the day, full of energy. Okay,
How can the angel tell me how I can do that? How I can have boundaries and firmer?
You need to put firm boundaries. You need to trust spirit, and you need to cut off. So, okay, I've got to go now. Okay, do what I do. I leave. I take off and leave people with my partner.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Go. But they're just saying, you just listen to spirit because they will guide you and they will help you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Yep. Thank you. Okay. How are you, love?
Hi.
Hi. Do you have a father in spirit?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, because he's come straight through. He said, I'm not waiting for her to ask for me. I'm here. Okay. And you know he's there. You feel him all the time. He's a bit of a character. Like he's been up the back there playing tricks on you. And, like playing with your hair and I'm here, but you don't listen.
I heard today, all day. I thought there was something crawling in my head.
Yeah, because he's there and he's going,
Yeah.
He's not listening.
I was listening.
Pulling it, yeah. And he's there all the time. He wants you, he's so proud of you. And he's talking about mum. And he's talking about looking after mum, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. Is mum hard work?
Yes.
Yeah, because he's saying, take a deep breath, love.
Mm-hmm.
He's also talking about boundaries and setting boundaries, because you're very big-hearted. You give everything as well, but it's not okay for certain behaviours.
Okay.
Even if it is a mother.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Very much.
And it's like she's taking everything out on you at the moment. Mm-hmm. And that's not okay, he's talking about. So set those boundaries and don't let don't let someone guilt trip you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he okay?
He's okay. He wants you to know he's okay. He's okay if he's pulling your hair and he's playing tricks on you. They're okay on the other side. When we go into the grey area, there's no pain, there's no sickness, there's nothing. Okay?
Okay.
But he's there with you always, and he always will be. And all you have to do is ask, and he will send you things. Okay?
Thank you so much.
It's okay.
I've been hoping someone would choose me all day, and I didn't know if he would come through, so thank you.
He comes straight through. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, there was no waiting for this fella like to ask or you to ask for him. He was there. Okay, thank you. Does anyone have any questions? Do you have a question? No? Is there someone that you'd like me to bring through? Pardon? Yeah, okay, let me have a look.
I just asked if anyone's coming through for me.
I actually get a mother, like a grandmother for you, if that makes sense. And she was like a mother figure. And she's talking about, I get problems with the head with her. So when she may have had dementia or where she couldn't communicate near the end, where she was all over the place. Okay. Yeah. And she's there all the time with you. Yeah. And when she comes in, you may actually feel dizzy. Mm-hmm. Or off balance, because that's what her energy feels like. Okay. So just take notice of when the energy feels like it's pushing you over, because that's her coming in, and she comes in quite strong. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
And, Rhonda, I've got a mother around you as well, and this mother was hard work, and she says she wants to apologise to you because it's almost like she put you on the outer and treated you like the black sheep. Does that make sense?
A lot of sense.
Yeah, and she's there and she wants to apologise. Okay, and I'm actually seeing a trip overseas. Okay, and it's going to be quite special for you. Okay, this trip. And she's talking about she'll go with you. She'll be there with you. She's your main protector now. Some of the people who let us down the most in life end up being around us the most when they actually pass. So, and she's one of your main protectors now because she let you down when she was here. Okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Since Mum's passed, I haven't been able to connect to her sister, my auntie, and I'm wondering if Mum's blocked that or
No,
changed?
not at all. And Mum's very much there, and you're feeling Mum more than you're feeling her, if that makes sense. And you can always just ask, and Mum will step back and let her come in, but they're both there. Yeah. Okay, they're both
you,
there.
Donna.
They're all then. Yeah. Okay, this auntie will never leave you. She was like a mother for you, and she took Mum's spot when she was a bit of a lousy mum. Does that make sense? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Do I have time for more? Yeah. I don't know what time it is. Sorry, I always go over.
Daniela, have we got time? Daniela, hello? No, she's dead. Daniela, where are we at with time? Time is an illusion. What's the time?
I'll just keep going.
7:15.
Okay.
Donna, you're good.
All right. Cool. I'll keep going then. So let's go. Let's
Would you
go.
like to go, Donna?
All right. I'm going to see this lovely little lady here. How are you?
Yeah, good. I've heard nothing but good reports from people regarding you today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, feedback.
Oh, thank you
I
so
was just
much.
wondering, have you got any messages coming through spirit for my sister?
Yes. For your
She's
sister, or
still
from
living.
your sister, for your sister.
Yeah.
They're talking about, I'm actually getting I'm getting a father coming through.
Yes.
But I'm also getting a mother, if that makes sense. So
Yes,
they're both
that's
around her.
Oh, good.
Okay, they're both around her. They're talking about a lot of health issues with her
Yep.
and a lot of mental health as well. And I feel like this is to do with her health. Okay?
It is.
And it's almost like things are stable at the moment, but there's nothing that can fix this.
Oh, no.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Where, but she's, I'm seeing that they're not going to cure it, but things are going to be stable. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's probably good news.
Yeah, that's right. It's stable. And I'm seeing it being stabilised. So sometimes people can have cancer and they can have it for 20 years and be stable.
Well, she drives trucks and she works in the mines.
Yep.
Those are her jobs.
Yep.
And, you know, the big loaders, you'd know what they are.
Yep.
But she had to go for a test and she found out she's got that silica, whatever you
Cancer.
call it.
Yeah, on the lungs from the concrete.
And she
Yeah.
said to me, I
Yep.
really think it's a death sentence. And I
Yep.
said, no, think positive.
But I'm seeing it being stabilised, and I'm also seeing her getting a little bit of treatment for that. But it's not going to be cured, but I'm seeing them actually stabilising it.
Well, I think it's
Okay.
only...
They're also showing, and they're also showing me a big payout for her as well, where there's going to be a fair few trips away.
She works
as
so
well.
hard,
Yep.
like at night and, you know,
Yep.
doing this hard work.
Yep.
Oh, up in the hot weather, like, yeah, because she's in her, pretty close to 60.
Yeah. So, and I do see her retiring, and there's going to be a lot of holidays, a lot of fun times
Beautiful.
coming. Okay.
Thank
so
you.
there's no cure, but there's going to be where she's going to be stable, and she needs to enjoy life.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
She does.
Thank you.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you. Okay, does anyone have any questions? So, yeah, I was told I only have one more. So, yeah, okay. So, just the lady in the white jacket there. I'm sorry, love. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. I just wondered if you could connect to my mum, or she has any messages for me.
Yeah, I've had your mum there. She looks a little bit similar to you, but mum's a little bit of a character. And she's talking about. I actually see her. She's all like where she's standing there, and she's got no balance, where she can't stand properly. Does that make sense?
Very much so.
Yeah, and she's really off balance, and where there was a lot of issues with her, and she wants you to know that she's okay now. She's talking about she couldn't stand, not being able to stand straight, and where there was problems with the balance and problems with her head, because that was her main thing. She was a smart lady, and she didn't like what happened to her. Does that make sense? And she says, I've got my marbles now, she says. And she's a character. So she says, I'm okay.
Thank you very much for that.
It's okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. And I've actually got a man in the background with you, with the lady behind. Yeah, you. Okay. And he's talking about, and is this your partner?
My husband, yes.
Yeah, because he loves him.
He does.
Yeah, he loves him. He goes, I like him more than you sometimes.
That's a bit rude, but it sounds like Dad.
Yeah, like he's a real character. But he says, I'm okay, love. Don't you worry about me. And he just had to tell you that.
Thank you. My question that I wanted to ask before was, I've been here all day and I've been in, numerous of these sessions, and in the last 2 years I've lost, my dad's mum went first, and then Dad went 3 weeks later, and then Dad took my dog with him, and then my mum 15 months after that.
Yep.
And every message to every person in the audience I have been able to connect to, whether it was the message, a date, an incident, and I'm just wondering, is that a thing?
It sure is. It sure is. And sometimes I've done shows where I've had a line of mothers, and I go from one chair to the next, or a line of aunties, and they all have similar messages. So take everything that you hear, because it's highlighted for you. Does that make sense?
That's how it felt. That's how it's felt all day, and yet
that's right.
I haven't been picked out, and I felt that I feel very comfortable with Mum and Dad and where they are, and that they're with me, and that there was nothing I needed to know. There was one thing that I was curious to know, which is about a baby. Is it coming or is it not? When is it coming? But I felt that there were people that needed to hear their messages more than I did. But I just thought, why is everything connecting with the lady over here, with the dad and the mum that's taking your time? I've been there. The lady you were just talking to about the, with the lady with the mum with the legs. My mum was in a wheelchair when she passed away. Every single thing had a connection back to my story.
And that's how spirit works. And I have a subscription page which I do daily readings, and they're collective readings. And some of the feedback that I've received from those readings is just amazing. And I love it because sometimes I'll be in the kitchen cooking, and then next thing I get a message, and I get a father, or I get someone come in and they tell me about who they belong with, and then the next thing I do it on the subscription page, and next thing it's next thing they send me a message, and it's exactly the question that belongs to the answer I've already given. So Spirit works in such amazing ways. So never limit yourself. Always believe and always know that there is no limits. The only limits that we ever have in anything spiritual is ourselves and our belief system. So I better end it there or else someone's going to come and kick me off the stage. But thank you. And it was lovely to speak to you all and have this special time with you. See you later.
Thank you, Donna. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, beautiful Donna. That was great.